Yo, what's up guys? BravoYGO here coming at you with another video, and today we have my Banlist prediction video. As you can see, we have a couple cards down here that I feel like will be affected on the next list, be it positively or negatively, you never know. But let's start off with A Hero Lives. I think this card goes back to 3. Heroes haven't been doing much. No, I say doing. They haven't been doing anything, and I do think they're going to accrue another hit on this list due to no fault of their own. So I think we get this card back to 3 to help the strategy out. Next, Astrograph Sorcerer. Astrograph Sorcerer went to 1 on the last list, and I think it follows the trend of a lot of other cards. A lot of other cards that are on the list that go from banned to 1 to 2, then eventually to 3 cards like E-Telly, like that. And I think with the new Pendulum Link Monster coming out in Dimension Force, I think they want to push their card, sell that card, give Pendulum some help. So I think Astrograph goes to 2. And granted, I wasn't competitively playing Yu-Gi-Oh! When Astrograph Sorcerer and Electromite was a thing, so I'm not really sure like all of the things that this does, like what made it ban worthy. But I do know that Electromite and this was a big reason for it. Next we have Mega Phantom Beast. I'm kind of gonna Rorodon and Death by 001. I'm kind of gonna lump these two guys together. I think either one of these cards gets banned. I think either or does. Two more cards are gonna die for the sins of Needle Fiber. I don't think Needle Fiber gets hit because it literally just got reprinted like a week or 2 ago, and goes from the past 2. So I think that these 2 cards are what get a hit in some way. I think one of these cards are gonna get the axe. Because I think this is too splashable. The Halco Rodon combo is too splashable. It's in almost every deck. Really, it's super free. I thought about putting Yazi on this list too, but I don't think Yazi is worth it. But I think this if this is played a lot, and I think it's like just a simple setup, not very difficult to do. It gets you to a couple negates with like Arc Light or Baron, depending on which way you take it. So I do think one of those get hit. Next we have Harpy's Featherstorm. Please ban this card. As you guys know, I've made it very clear. I think I've never hated the deck more than Plundering. I think it's I'm not a fan of Plundering. And I do think that they need to accrue a hit. I thought about putting Dimension Shifter on here, but I don't know. I would love to see Dimension Shifter on here. Dimension Shifter and Flunderies kind of feels like Misk and Dinos. It's where like all of the way it makes like cards that would be good against the deck to interact with, like Droplet and Valor. It turns those off. So you can't really interact with them in those ways. So it forces you to have an Ash, which they easily chain block. If they open map is getting chain blocked, you're not gonna be able to Ash them when you want to. Or an Imperm, which with Advent of Adventure, I mean they dodge the Imperm all the time. So it makes the deck really difficult to interact with effectively. But I decided to go Featherstorm because Featherstorm is I just don't think it's a fair Yu-Gi-Oh card. If I'm being completely honest, I don't think it's fair at all. There's only 1 out to it in the meta game, and it's Red Reboot, and that's at a 1, and you have to see it. So because of that reason, I think, and it literally says if you control a wing beast, negate every effect your opponent can activate. Every monster effect your opponent activates for the turn. That's it. You just flip it and you can't play. It's super wild. Next we have Fusion Destiny. This is the hit I said heroes are gonna take. I think Fusion Destiny goes to 1, unfortunately. As a hero player, I do not want to see this. But I do think this keeps Destroyer Phoenix and Fortress from being splashed in every single deck. It has been a bit of an issue. DPE is in every deck and feels like the Adventurer package in every deck. I do not have any cards representing the Adventurer package here because I do not think the Adventurer package is going to be touched this time around. One, because it's fairly new. It's only been out for like a few months. Grand Credits came out, what, February, March? I don't know. I'm not sure. But it is fairly new. And also, they have a Legal Knight coming in Dimension Force. Which, hey, Illegal Knight and Plunder Patrol can be super crazy, bro. You get rid of 2 of their monsters and you give them a dark Illegal Knight. But that's a different conversation. But when that card comes out, please be looking out for another Plunder list. Because I'm going to go crazy. But yes, with Illegal Knight coming out in Dimension Force, they want to keep that keep that set to where it is, or keep that there's a group of cards to where it is, the adventure stuff. So I don't think those are being hit. But Fusion Destiny, if they want to play this card, if they want to play Fusion Destiny and 2 bricks for DPE in their deck, by all means, do your thing. Play. But I think this keeps it from being splashable in every deck, but one Fusion Destiny in actual heroes is fine. I think that's a-okay. Next up we have Orcish Harpor. I think Harpor goes to 1. Orcish have not done a thing in a very, very long time. Very long time. And I think they can have Harpor back. I do not know why Harpor is still banned. We can put it back to 1 and see what happens. This is not going to break Orcish. It's not going to make Orcish the best deck. It's not going to make Orcish super crazy. Just give them back the Harpor. Next we have Salamangreat Circle. This goes to 3. Circle. Salamangrates have done not a thing in a while. They have not done a thing. I think this card can come back to 3, give them their consistency back. I would like to see Gazelle come back. I don't think he will. I will die on this bed saying I will die on this statement that Gazelle and what's the dinosaur card? Oviraptor are like the same card for the most part. I feel like they are the same card. Oviraptor just a level 4, a bigger body, and it does more. It does a lot more, and also searches them a much more broken card than Miscellaneous Ores. So I do not see why dinosaurs are allowed to have Oviraptor at 3, but Salamangreat to have their Gazelle at 1. But that's a different conversation. Next up we have Artifact Scythe. Get it out, bro. Get it out, please. This card should not be a thing. Like I said in my last video where I thought Scythe was going to get banned, my last Banlist prediction video, when what's the name? When the Buster Lock was a thing, when they take the Buster Later monster and Dragon Link would use DMZ Dragon to equip it to their to whatever monster to lock him out of the extra deck. That got hit immediately, like no question. It was hit. I feel like the next list that card got banned. The next list. So for Scythe to have been around and it does the exact same thing, but it does it in more decks. It's more splashable than the Buster Lock was. Buster Lock was pretty much only in Dragon Link, but Drytron does this. Phantom Knight does this. Pendulums do this now. Like, get it out. Like, it's much more of a problem than the Buster Lock was. And with DP being in the format and Dagda being in the format, just get Scythe out of here. Like, they have shown to know that locking opponents out of their extra deck is a problem with the Buster when they immediately ban the Buster Lock. But for some reason they have let this card stay around. So hopefully we do not have to deal with this card anymore. Next up we have Super Poly. I think Super Poly goes to 1. And I think this is the only hit that Despia gets. I think that Despia doesn't get hit, right? Of course, it's been out for like literally a month. But I do think having Super Poly at 3 in a format where Despia is probably going to be the most popular deck, probably the best deck, definitely probably going to be the most represented. Having Super Poly at 3 is very irresponsible. this card that you can't respond to, you can't do anything about. You just you just lay it down. Your opponent just has to just has to deal with it. And with it being as powerful as it is, with cards like Queritus, cards like Masquerade, just these generic monsters that you use your bonus monsters for. I do think this card can go down to 1. If they ban it, I wouldn't be surprised. But at least to 1, just mitigate that. Because I feel like when Super Probably is good, it's always too good. So with a fusion deck being the most popular, I do think this needs to be addressed before it gets way out of hand. And last but not least on this list, we have Predator Plant, Verte, Anaconda, and we all know where this is going. Get out. This card is ridiculous. This the best plan being Yu-Gi-Oh! All your plays get stopped, and oh yeah, wow, I have 2 monsters on field. Let's make DPE. Let's dump Fusion Destiny. Let's dump Red Eyes Fusion. Let's dump Branded Fusion. This is like this card. The more power fusion cards that come out, the better this card gets, and I think it has to go. I think that I was talking to my friends the other day. Verte Anaconda and Nightmare Mermaid feel like the same card to me. As far as the reason why I feel like Nightmare Mermaid was banned is because it made Orcish splashable in so many strategies. Literally, you would just need 2 monsters. You would make a Nightmare Link and link that Nightmare Link off for Nightmare Mermaid, and then you're doing an Orcish combo in a deck that has no reason being able to Orcish combo. And I feel like that is exactly what Verte Anaconda allows you to do. You're playing some random obscure deck, you're doing their plays, and then you have 2 monsters on board. You make Predator Plant, you send your Fusion Destiny or whatever, and now you have DPE plus whatever board you are on top of whatever board you already have. You send Branded Fusion, then you have Mirror Jade and branded cards on top of whatever board you already have and whatever obscure deck you're playing. I do not think it's right. I do not think it should be a thing. So hopefully Verte Anaconda gets the axe. And with that being said, guys, this is my list. This is the predictions. These are the 11 cards? 5, 8. Yeah, these are the 11 cards I think that will be affected on the list. If there are more cards affected on the list, perfect. I love big ban lists. Personally, I love a big shakeup in Yu-Gi-Oh! So if there are more cards that get hit, by all means, please do. But I think these are the cards that will be touched by this upcoming ban list whenever we get it. A lot of people feel like it's going to be coming within the next week or so. I hope so. So I want them to hurry up and get the video out to you guys. But with that being said, guys, it's going to be BravoYGO signing off. Peace!